Merry Meet, Annie here. This video is my sharing a bit of my ponderings about my return to YouTube and what kind of thoughts I've been giving to my channel. Well, I'm only a few videos into it, but a lot of what I'm thinking has been triggered by comments and discussions with viewers and folks who have reached out to me privately. I have a busy life. It's probably a lot like yours. And I took some time to stop and think about, if I'm going to spend time here with all of you, what do I want the quality of that time to be? Selfishly for me, but also for you. I've mentioned previously that in a way I'm here for the conversation. The creating and uploading of videos, the technical stuff, it's not something that I take a lot of pleasure in. Where I find my joy is the conversations that happen once I've uploaded a video. And I've had such a wonderful engagement with you all since I've returned. Really, it's been a blessing to me. I actually look forward to looking for comments and seeing who's saying what and replying, which has been very important for me. I've actually had comments that actually went deeper than what I've experienced previously. I had a video recently on the elements, and I misspoke about the Christian and Jewish use of dominion over the elements. And two of my viewers very kindly gave me a good lesson in what the word dominion means in both the creation books in the Bible. That's the kind of thing that makes me happy. I'm here to learn too. I'm not just here to spout it out and make content. I'm also here because, in all honesty, I live a life in service to the goddess, and it's been that way since my 20s. The very moments of living my life were in service to her. And beyond that, a long time ago, I took upon to be of service to her in teaching and mentoring and guiding and engaging in conversation wherever I could. This is where the pondering came in. I'm paying attention to the topics that you viewers have suggested to me. And I plan to get through all of them and the ones that will yet come in. There's some topics I probably can't address because, well, I'm not really experienced in that particular topic. And I'm not about to go off and research to be an encyclopedia in my presentations. I only present from my heart and my experience. But the vast majority of things that you're suggesting are videos I am really looking forward to doing. The next one on my topic list is someone who asked about, what about practitioners who don't honor deity, gods, or spirit in their workings? That was a lot of fun to consider. One of the things that YouTube viewers have often said to me over the years, and it's been said by those who've taken my Season of the Seeker series, I say things that people might not have seen in books or even heard in conversations with other pagans. Well, that's not too surprising. It's not surprising because I didn't learn from books. I honestly don't know, in general, what's being written in contemporary books. I have a lot of books, or, well, until we moved here and had to downsize, I had a lot of books. I cherish them more for the poetry that I found in them. I didn't read a lot of them word for word. The good thing about that is I can't accidentally mimic someone else's style. As Popeye would say, I just yam what I am, because it's the only way I know to be. I don't really know if what I say repeats what folks have seen elsewhere on YouTube or read or experienced in their discussions with other pagans. But I do know that often people say to me, well, that's an insight I just hadn't come across yet. So I do know I bring some uniqueness. It probably has to do with the length of time I've been practicing. There's what I was taught, but there's also the things I've made out of it the length of my life. And you're all doing the same thing. Whoever you are next year or a decade down the road or a couple of decades down the road, you have morphed into something even more beautiful along the way. You're not going to be like anyone else. You're not going to be like the people who have been mentoring you and working with you now. They're part of who you are and you're always becoming. But the older we get, the longer the length of our practice, the more we truly are who we are. That's what I think I bring to YouTube. When I was putting together my notes for the recent Lammas video, I fell into a pattern, and one of my viewers recognized that pattern. She said, "This feels like one of the old Season of the Seeker sessions." Now, she came to know those sessions well because she was a seeker for over 127 of those sessions. Let me tell you what happened with those sessions. First, I wrote, because I am by instinct a writer more than I am a videographer or even a vlogger or recorder through this particular means. I write. It's what I most enjoy doing after spending face-to-face time working with people. So when I did the Lammas video, I wrote. And then I did my video from that. Oh, that means there's a little bit of reading from what I wrote. But they're my words, and there's my desire and my heart in them to share them with you. And that video went deeper, elicited a lot of responses from you who appreciated that very thing. It kept me from glossing over things or skipping over things or staring into a camera wondering, what am I going to say next? It's the style that was part of the way I presented the Season of the Seeker for that year-long program. And it worked well for that Lammas video. Well, there's a blog for it that's even a little bit longer and has more of my thoughts and considerations in it than the actual video, because I have a goal where I want to keep the videos in time. But that process worked very well for me. I've seen that my preparation and seriousness of intent in that video, and then on the one that I did on the relationship to the elements, questioning whether we have dominion over them, both of those videos felt like me. Felt in a way like I would be if we were sitting down and talking together. And that, my friends, is where I'm going to take the way I'm going to handle videos going forward. A topic is going to intrigue me when I can live with it, spend some time with it in my thoughts, journal about it, and then share a video here capturing those journaled thoughts. Well, that doesn't mean I still won't do vlogs and more lighthearted, less programmed videos. But you're going to see more videos, let's just say, with intent. I honestly think that it's part of what I can bring that will make what I bring to you not quite the same as what you see in content that others provide. I'm not saying there's not that depth of content out there, but it's probably not as common as simpler videos. I think what it might come down to is a lot of us here, and I have done it too. Oh, I especially did it early on, and I've done it when people have requested it. We do videos talking about what we do. I think what I can bring that's of value to the community and the discussion here is talking about why we do what we do. And that is going to be my focus going forward. This kind of odd, kind of TV-like medium that can feel like a one-way conversation and perhaps a lecture, if not handled correctly. It has its ups and downs, but I have discovered through your example, by your engagement with some of my recent videos, that there's a real potential for conversation here. That's what's going to keep me here. I think for many of you, it's what's going to keep you with me, even though some of you may decide that's not your style and you may not be watching my videos as often. And perhaps I'll be able to tickle you to engage more in comments, or even to make a video, if you are a content creator, to extend the engagement and the feeling of being there with each other that can be part of this medium. I wanted to explain this because, well, my videos might seem a little different in nature, or at least a lot of them will. I want you to understand it's intentional. I'm also going to encourage you to watch out for my next video that's going to talk to you about something very new and exciting on the horizon. There's going to be a rebirth of Season of the Seeker. Something I've been giving thought to. Many of you have reached out to me to ask me for opportunities to study with me. Well, that's one way to do it. But there's another exciting way that I'm going to share. But don't worry, I'm staying here on video. And what I bring to you and how often I bring to you isn't going to change, no matter there may be, some other opportunities which I leave for you as a teaser. I wish you all mirth and reverence. Mary Part.